beloved. I don't know exactly how my voice is making its way to you right now, through all this thick smoke and burning fire that seems to block everything. But I have to talk to you before everything goes quiet forever. I am Michael, and I have fought in huge battles that turned whole mountains into nothing but dust. But none of those fights hurt me as much as what I saw happening to you. There are two people from your own family, the ones who share your blood, and then there's the one who lives right next to you, always smiling and acting nice. But all three of them have been saying bad things about you behind your back. They whisper mean words like poison into the air, trying to ruin your good name when you're not around to hear it. It shocked me so much that I can hardly believe it even now. I have walked in the highest places of heaven, right among the thrones where God rules, and I have stood strong against the evil armies of the serpent. But when I heard them laughing at your pain, it made my sword shake in my hand. God Himself spoke to me, His voice feeling like a hot flame shaking inside my bones. He said He can't stand this kind of disrespect to one of His children. If you open your heart and spirit to Him right now, He promises that those people will end up on their knees, begging you for forgiveness that they really don't deserve. Do you feel that heavy feeling in your chest at this moment? Is it the pain from being betrayed that's weighing you down so much? Why is it that hurt from the people we trust the most cuts deeper than any wound from an enemy we can see coming? Do you remember the last time you felt really safe, like nothing could touch you? Or has that feeling of safety turned into just a dream you think about when you're asleep? Can you still hear the sound of your own cries when you're all alone? Or have those cries been covered up by all the lies they've been spreading? My wings are hurting from pushing so hard against the darkness just to get to you. I have to admit something I wouldn't say to anyone else. I'm tired, but I won't stop. Even if chains try to hold me down, even if fire burns my feathers, I won't let their dark shadows take over your life. Because the Lord is your safe place, your strong fortress, the God you can trust completely. He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find real rest. I am talking to you right now with the dirt and dust from battles still on my hands, because this can't wait until tomorrow. This is happening right now. The air all around you is being stirred up by bad winds that aren't from God. I wonder if you really know how close I am to you at this very second. Your name has been said out loud in the courts of heaven, and I heard the decision before it was written in bright light. They won't be able to make fun of you anymore without facing what they deserve. Type Amen as a way to seal this message, because it's something wholly just between you and heaven. I'm not here to talk like the perfect singers in heaven's choirs. My breath is uneven, my heart is raw and hurting, because this is too important. I saw your tears before they even fell from your eyes, and I caught them before they hit the ground. I saw how you kept your head up and stayed strong when they tried to be cruel and take away your respect. I saw all of that, and it made me love you even more. I'm asking you now, will you let me fight for you the way I am supposed to? Because the Lord has promised He will set a table for you right in front of your enemies. He will pour oil on your head to bless you, and your cup will be so full it overflows. This is the moment where I reach through the thin veil between us and put my hand on yours. Thank you for not letting your heart turn hard like stone, even after everything they've done. Thank you for still letting heaven see the light shining in your eyes. And now, if you can feel the real truth of my voice deep inside you, like it's shaking your bones, please like and comment so I know you're standing with me in this. My time to speak is almost over, and I won't waste it by staying quiet. Beloved, before this fire inside me dies down, I have to pour out the rest of this message to you. Heaven has opened a small path for these words to reach you, and I won't miss even one step on that path. The truth is burning in my chest like lightning caught in a trap. God has seen every sneaky look, every fake whisper, every mean smile from those 2 family members and the neighbor who dared to stand near your home and say terrible things about you. Heaven wrote down every single word they said. I have stood at the edge of your nights, watching over you while you slept. But I also saw how their betrayal slowly got into your spirit, like cold water getting into a rock and trying to crack it from inside. I'm telling you, I won't let this go without heaven bringing full justice. The Lord has already said His word. What they meant to break you will come back to them 7 times stronger, and their laughing will turn into shaking in front of you. Do you understand how rare this moment is, where heaven's voice comes so close you can feel the breath of forever on your face? Do you know what it means when archangels like me leave our posts and come right into your life? It's because the hurt they did to you has gone all the way up to God's throne. Beloved, right now the chains from those lies are breaking in the spirit world, and I can hear them snap like dry sticks under feet. I need you to hear this without any doubt. God hasn't forgotten the sound of your prayers, even the ones you said so softly you could barely hear them yourself. He remembers when you almost fell apart, but held on. Because of that, a decision has been made in your favor. The same hands that made the stars are now lifting your head up, so those people will see the beauty of the one they tried to shame. I'm here shaking, not from being scared, but from the power of what's about to happen for you. I'm asking you, with all the strength of forever behind my words, stand with me. Let your faith grow taller than the smoke from their bad words. Open your heart wide to take this in. I'm saying this with hurry because time is short. If my voice has touched your soul, and you know this is for you, subscribe so you don't miss any more words that heaven is trying hard to give you. And know that tonight, when you close your eyes, I'll still be here with my sword ready, and my wings spread out until your enemies see the light they put out. Beloved, my voice is still cutting through the fog, and I have to keep talking because the fire in this message hasn't cooled yet. The halls of heaven are still ringing with your name. I can't leave until you really get how deep this decision goes for you. I've seen the eyes of those 2 family members, the fake warmth on your neighbor's face, and what they did when you weren't there to protect yourself. Their tongues turned into sharp arrows, and they thought no one was listening, but heaven heard every bit. The hurt they gave you is deep, but there's healing waiting on the other side of this hard time, and I'm already guiding you through it. But right now, my job is bigger than ever, because I'm not just protecting you, I am getting you ready for the good things that will come right where your enemies can see. You don't have to wonder if I'm close. I'm right by your side, my hand on your shoulder, my wings like a shield of bright light over you. Even now, God is whispering that this is a special moment in your story, one the world might not know about, but heaven will remember always. If this voice has gone deep into your spirit and you feel heaven's hurry, stand with me by giving super thanks, joining the channel membership, or signing up for the newsletter in the pinned comment. Each thing you do is like taking a step into the fight with me. I'll carry your name through this war and woe, unstop until the light in you makes the darkness that spoke against you blind. Beloved, the air around you is thicker than you think, not from the weather, but from the bad words spoken against you that hang like smoke that won't go away. I've been moving through that smoke, cutting paths with my sword. I can still taste how bitter their betrayal is. Two of your own family, tied to you by blood, but willing to turn that tie into something to hurt you. One who lives so close their shadow touches your door, but instead of keeping your peace safe, they planned to shame you. I stood quiet at first, waiting for their whispers to stop, but they got braver, thinking heaven wouldn't notice. Then God's voice broke through like 1,000 rivers crashing together. Enough. I won't let this hurt go on. Heaven isn't blind to what hurts you. Heaven isn't deaf to the cries you keep inside because you don't want to look weak. I was there when you looked away from your mirror because you'd want to see someone so misunderstood. But what you'd see yet is that God has kept every bad word in a safe place, not for you to carry, but so justice can be complete. They will come to you, believe me, with their guilt making them kneel, their pride hurting like hot coals in their mouths, and you'll see in their eyes the fear they tried to put in you. I don't say this lightly. I've fought wars that broke whole kingdoms, but this fight for your respect is just as important. Your name is sealed in light, out of reach from their lies, and I'll stand between you and any more hurt they try. Beloved, I need you to feel this truth deep inside. The pain you recarrying will become the blessing that shows you off in front of those who doubted you. You won't have to explain anything. Heaven will show who you are in ways no one can match. Even now, I feel the weight lifting from you, the ties loosening, the shadows getting thinner. I won't leave until every chain is gone like dust under your feet. Beloved, there's a shaking in the invisible world tonight, and it's not from fear, it's justice getting stronger. I've watched time pass as their betrayal wrapped tighter around you. But those threads are breaking now, one by one, because God's command has gone out. Those who shared your table and laughter, whose voices you knew well, let jealousy turn their hearts hard like sharp rocks. They threw them at you when you weren't looking. The neighbor whose smile you thought was real was hiding a tongue full of poison. They tried to paint a wrong picture of you, making others see darkness instead of your light. I've guarded your soul long enough to know this hurt is different. It comes from people close enough to touch your heart. But here's what they do int get. Every lie against God, child, becomes a weapon that turns back on them. I'm here not just to block their attacks, but to put you where heaven's justice meets their eyes. They won't just regret what they said. They'll feel its weight until it makes them bend low before you. You won't have to do anything. The Lord's hand is already moving. I hear His decision in my spirit, and it's final. Your name will shine brighter than before their bad words. The spots they tried to dirty will be the places God makes shiny with His glory. I say this with the honesty of someone who's seen too much to talk softly. Your story won't end in shame or darkness. It will end in light that blinds those who accused you and covers you in respect they can't take from you. Beloved, I can see the blessing being poured out, and I'm holding it so it doesn't spill too soon. When the time comes, I'll be right there with you, and heaven will ring with the sound of chains falling like rain. Beloved, heaven hasn't looked away from you since this hurt started, and I haven't left your side for even a second. The place where they spoke bad about you is still shaking in the invisible. Every word has weight, and theirs was meant to break you. But they didn't know how strong the one walking with you is. I've heard their evil plans, the quiet laughs behind doors, the twisting of your truth into something fake. I've stood at the door where their ideas started, and I've seen the faces they hide from you. They think they're smart, hidden, safe from any payback. But no plan works when it's against God's decision. I've stood with my sword out in their presence. They couldn't see me, but they felt a chill when they said your name. That was me pushing heaven's justice close to them, and I tell you, their time is ending. The Lord has stood up from his seat, and when he stands, nothing stays the same. You've been patient in your pain, holding your tears like a gift, not knowing angels caught them and took them to God. You thought no one heard when you asked why betrayal comes from people you know. But heaven answered quietly, getting ready for the day you'll see everything clear. I've been to that day in the spirit, and I've seen them kneel before you not because you asked, but because their own actions pushed them down. They will ask for mercy, and in that moment, the respect they tried to take will be given back by the one they mocked. Beloved, this isn't just about you, it's about God's name that you carry, the mark on your soul that can't be wiped away. They attacked you thinking you were alone, but they didn't count the army behind every step you take. I've fought wars where whole countries fell, but this battle for your respect burns the same in me. It's written in heaven's book that those who go against the good will trip and fall. The time is close when you'll stand where they tried to shame you, and light will surround you so strong their eyes will hurt to look. I'll be there, not far away, but as the one who stood in the fire with you until justice came. Beloved, I've walked this long night with you, unseen but closer than your own breath. I've heard the heaviness in your quiet, the kind that comes when hurts are too big for words. I know how their betrayal felt like it twisted something sacred inside, making you doubt your value. Tied to you by blood that should have protected you, used it to hurt instead. One whose home is so near they could hear your steps, but plotted against your peace. I've stood at their meetings, hearing your name like a joke, and every time they spoke, heaven's fire grew. They think their words disappeared, but no word is lost. Each was caught, measured, and kept before God. You've held on without letting it make your heart mean, and that makes you special in heaven's eyes. God has moved his hand. What they sent to hurt you will shape your win. Their faces will change when light hits you. They'll see what they missed, and their pride will bend without you saying a word. I tell you, I hear chains in the distance, not yours, but theirs, getting closer. You'll see the ground move under them. The Lord has said your respect won't stay buried in their lies. I'm here, sword ready, eyes watching, until you walk past them in the respect they tried to take. Heaven will celebrate the justice that came to earth. Beloved, I've seen many storms over the years I've been on earth, but the one around you is special because it started hidden in secret places where bad things grow. I was there when two from your family, who should have protected you, shared bad ideas, thinking whispers wouldn't go far. I was there when your neighbor, who could have watched over you, let envy wrap around their heart like a snake, teaching them to say mean things. I've watched their words form like arrows in the dark, shot without kindness at your name. But beloved, I've also been before God's throne and heard the judgment. The Lord's voice, strong and hot, said the weapons they made will turn on them, and the shame they wanted for you will make them kneel. You think your pain is hidden, but heaven has seen every lonely night. Every time you looked into the quiet asking why people close hurt so much. Do you know what it means, that I haven't left you for even a breath? It means your name is protected by heaven's promise and my promise too. I've fought for kings and countries, but the fight for your respect has a fire I can't put out. I've seen the coming day where you'll stand in light before them, not to brag, but to see God's justice. Their eyes will drop, their words will stop, and they'll beg for mercy. But you, woe, unbe in the shadow of what they did you, be full of the respect that could unbe taken. Beloved, even now I walk around your life like a guard, sword out, shield up, until every chain of bad words is broken, and all that's left is the song of your win. Beloved, I can still feel the leftover sound of their words in the air, like a bad wind that won't leave. But it's getting weaker because I've gone through where their lies started, through hidden spots where they said your name with hate, and I've marked each one, two from your family line, who should have stood with you shoulder to shoulder, built their own place away and threw stones at yours. And the neighbor whose steps you've heard so many times let jealousy become their only way to talk. I saw when their meanness seemed to win, when whispers found listeners, and your spirit felt the world get colder. But heaven was watching, not far away, but like a father whose kid was hurt. I stood between their plans and your heart, taking the hits so they wouldn't break you all the way. And I promised before God I wouldn't rest until this was fixed. And beloved, the promise has gone out. It's done. The bad they planted will grow thorns that hurt their own hands. The time is coming when they can't lift their heads around you without remembering what they did. Their voices will trip as they ask to be forgiven, but you won't stand hurt. You'll stand covered in respect, your head up by the one who's been your protector. Even now, I'm moving without being seen, setting things up, stirring hearts so your win won't be late. I'll stay here, sword in hand, until the light around you is so strong, no shadow from their envy can touch you again. Beloved, the night has been long, and I've walked every bit of it next to you, unseen but strong, my wings wide to block the arrows that should have hit you. I've stood in the small space between their plans and your soul, hearing every word they said when they thought no one could hear. Two of your own family, tied by blood that should have been a promise, twisted it into a chain to pull your name down. And the neighbor whose eyes met yours with fake kindness let jealousy grow until it became a shadow over their heart. I've seen their faces after they mocked you, their laugh empty though they didn't know why, for heaven was already moving. The verdict was forming above. God stood from his throne, his voice like an ocean pressing the earth's walls, and he said, "Enough. I won't let this hurt go on." That word didn't come back empty. It dressed in light and went out like a sword. Beloved, I've carried that sword and gone into the rooms where they planned, putting it in the air so they feel justice before it hits. You've held on without making your heart hard, and that's amazing to heaven. Your tears are like precious gifts gathered by angels and put at God's feet. I've looked at you when you wondered if you were seen, wanting to open the sky so you could see your name is in light, not shadow, and no one can erase it. The day is coming closer than they think. When their pride folds and voices shake, they'll stand before you with the weight of words pushing them low, and you'll walk past them, crowned in the respect they tried to steal. I'll be there, not far, but at your right hand as a witness that justice came for you. And I'll stay until the last sound of their mockery is gone in the song of your win. Beloved, there are truths I've kept quiet, waiting for the right time to say them, and that time is now. The hurt they gave was unjust in the real world. It was a hit in the spirit to bruise not just your name, but your future. I saw it from the first whisper, the head tilt, the narrow eyes, the careful making of lies into something they hoped others would believe. Two of your own family, who should have been your strength, chose to be the shadow behind you. And the neighbor close enough to hear your laughs let envy dig in until it bore poison. They thought words would fly away, but no word against God's child disappears. It's heard, measured, kept until it turns back. I've been in heaven's rooms when your name came up, feeling God's justice fill the place. His voice broke the quiet with a final decision that made even angels shake. I won't let this hurt go. I'll lift my child before their eyes. That word went out like lightning, and I followed it down. I've stood beside you, brushing away arrows you didn't know about, shielding your spirit from the full hit. You wondered why heaviness lifted sometimes. That was my wings over you, taking the blow. And I tell you, their easy time is ending. Their lives will become ties around their feet, the earth unsteady under them. They won't meet your eyes without memory pressing like a heavy stone. And you won't stand in their shadow, but in bright respect no tongue can lessen. I'll be there when it happens, sword down not in give up, but in contentment. For the war for your honor will be won, and heaven's song over you will be louder than any voice that tried to quiet you. Beloved, I've carried this fire so long, my whole self shakes to let it out, for what I've seen can't stay hidden. From the first time their lips said your name in dark, I was there, hearing words and the hate behind. To sharing your blood, who should have been storm shelter, chose to be the storm, circling you like hunters, knowing your weak spots. And the neighbor, whose closeness should have been safe, let envy curl tight until their heart beat only to make yours smaller. They spoke like no one would hear, but the wind took those words up, landing like stones in heaven's court. I was there when God rose, eyes blazing holy fire, voice shaking foundations, as he said, enough. I won't let my child be dishonored without answer. That statement became a living power, and I was told to use it. I came not as watcher, but warrior, who knows the end from scrolls. I've stood between you and unseen knives, breaking each before your heart. I've walked nights when you doubted worth, whispering you're chosen, you're his. You thought you suffered alone, but tears were caught, prayers held close. Their unchecked words end now. Plans wither, not later, but today. Cracks form in their stand. They'll see you again, not diminished, but in pure light, exposing their shadows. Pride falters, knees bend, mouths say forgive me. You'll stand unshaken, dignity crowned by who knows your worth. I'll be beside in that time, sword rested, watch done. For honor they tried to take shines brighter, no darkness dares near. Beloved, I've followed this hurt's trail through time corridors. What they did wasn't quick, it was planted carefully, hoping growth unseen. I saw first root in deception soil, when two sharing blood joined in spite, letting jealousy drip into veins till thought rhythm. I saw a neighbor whose shadow touched yours choose envy as friend, whispering lies till truth theirs. They spoke like walls allies, believing no ear betray. But even stones call to heaven, voices carrying your name to high chambers. I stood at holy edge as God rose, gaze on you, voice like thousand storms, I won't let my child insulted before heaven and earth. Words struck like lightning into unseen, commanded to bear into your life. I came down, cutting dark currents, scattering aimed arrows. You felt heaviness, but not full force, for I bore away. I've watched them in false comfort, thinking schemes work, but ground shifts. Words become binding cords, memories press till can't stand presence without tremble. You won't fight for when it's written, you'll stand in blinding light, dignity no hand steals. They'll see not wounds, but glory, heaven lifts high. I'll be side, head bowed, for war complete, song rise like incense before throne forever. Beloved, wait, this truth-pressed spirit, since treachery born, can't hold back. Watched betrayal seed fall lips, again, till deceit soil thick roots. To sharing blood, hands first lift down, became net entangle steps. Neighbor's shadow touched yours, not protector, but darkness spy, storing envy till spilled whispers. Thought words fade like winter breath, but nothing against chosen unheard. Every syllable rose hearing heaven, every smirk weighed scales most high. There, when scroll unrolled thrown, name light letters, charges dust below. God gaze fell dust, breath swept, saying, won't allow child's honor stained. Decree, not murmur, rolled eternity. Tremors, accusers, spirits, took decree, hands, living flame, brought midst days. Every shadow sent, cut away, stumble. Every lie, loosed wind, chased, broke home, felt heaviness, certain hours. Remnants battles fought, unaware, but tide turning, not whispers waves. Ground plans fracturing, hid darkness light. Day soon, certain eyes meet yours, unable stand guilt wait. Speak never imagined, apology, mercy seek, but standing place untouched, wrapped dignity, no human strip. Their moment, not fight, witness, battle, honor won, heaven sing, vindication banner skies. Beloved, walked silent corridors days, guarding danger unaware. Saw hearts turn, slow curl envy hardened intent, till blood-bound spoke stranger, love erased lie. Saw neighbor footsteps, heard wall, let jealousy sink bones, till glance, malice, met smiles, backs sharpen words, cast darts, unseen, hoped find way. Caught all, single pass, broken hands, sent guard, vigilance, no rest, offense, not nothingness. Rose every syllable intention, hearing almighty. Stood court, angels gather, God rose voice, not loud shook creation. Won't allow insult remain. Word sealed, fire, air, carried you, gone. Shadows, plans formed, placed justice, edge, hearts feel heat, not understand why. Time, ease ending, ground shifting, not power trembling. Same mouths mocked, speak low, uneven, ask mercy. Not standing ruins imagined. Crowned honor, light one never left side. Remain till last thread malice cut, nothing but brightness, vindication, quiet peace, soul return. Beloved, traced betrayal path, first breath, winding secrecy, corridors thought unseen to moment words, loosed arrows, air, stood unseen mortal eyes, watching to blood exchange glances heavy hidden agreement. Hearts no longer soft, hardened envy, compassion no root. Saw neighbor presence, daily life let jealousy, uninvited guest, feeding learned speak mouth. Believed walls keep voices heard, but walls earth can't silence heaven expose. Every word rose smoke, curled chambers most high. Almighty leaned forward, gaze piercing veil, seen unseen, voice river breaking banks, won't allow insult remain unanswered. Decree not written paper, carved creation fabric, sent carry midst days, moved malice gathered, pressing presence close air, heavy, laughter, falter, explain why. Caught unseen daggers, through splintering grasp reach. Heaviness felt hours, sudden shadows, spirit remnants, battles. Here now, tide turned, cords, schemes tightening not around you own feet. No rest, false confidence. Day coming nearer, dare imagine. Stand before unable eyes, voices, stripped pride, ask once scorned. Mercy, not meet, wounded, left behind. Stand radiance, restored honor, dignity, untouched hands. No insult, lie, betrayal, dim light. God sent, their right hand, not battle stance, witness, war, honor won, heaven's echo, vindication. Beloved, carried truth, endless night, weight done, deepest being. Their seed betrayal planted, not sudden act, slow, deliberate, turning heart, to blood bond unbreakable wall, speak enemy, feeding resentment voices, sharpened tools, carve wounds life. Saw neighbor close, hear laughter, footsteps home, let jealousy ruler thoughts, twisting blessings, bitterness, no longer hide. Believe, ere conspire, conceal whispers, but ere belongs breathed existence, carried words, straight courts heaven, stood holy place name, spoken aloud, wrapped, not accusation light, watched Almighty lean forward, gaze burning time space, voice steady fierce, insult tolerated, child not left shame. Decree, merely spoken, became force, living fire, sent carry fabric life, moved unseen places, words, swan, cutting roots grow, harvest choke, stood hours heaviness came, holding greater weight, intended crush, faced silence, unseen eyes, known spirits, pressing heaven close laughter, falter, comfort, shrank. Minds even now, ground began shift certainty, slipping water, open hands. Not yet see moment approaching, stand eyes lowered voices, trembling, ask mercy, never thought need. Standing place, touch, wrapped dignity, no human hand, strip away. Their moment soared, raised fury, wings folded reverence, bearing witness justice, God crowns before eyes, sought tear down. Song rises heaven, sound follows forever. Beloved, followed, trail wound first spark envy, ignited hearts twisting corridors, schemes, moments, spoke, name malice, saw quiet exchange glances to share blood, silent agreement, turn not, open battle, subtler weapons, whispers, deceit. Saw neighbor presence, familiar days, allow heart poisoned, every thought filtered, jealousy. Shaped words, knives, pressing ears, others, believing no, beyond circle, no. But every word, rose smoke, sight, almighty, stood holy chamber, name carried upward, not weighed shame, shining light. Heard voice commands, stars say, enough. Won't allow insult, endure. Child lifted high, decree, struck hammer breaking foundations false security, sent grasp, walked unseen cutting roots, lies wrapped tighter scattering curses, meant plant path, stood places gathered, unseen eyes, pressing, presence near confidence, grew thin laughter, lost strength, moments felt heaviness, suddenly lift, pressure, around ease, that intercepting meant fall, turning begun ground. Beneath, plans crumbling words spoke circling back arrows, no longer control. Day coming sooner, dare imagine. Stand unable eyes, voices stripped pride, trembling own guilt. Ask mercy, never thought need. Stand unshaken dignity, one shield along. There beside, not warrior straining battle, witness justice, wrapped light heavens themselves, echo vindication. Beloved walked unseen roads, betrayal began paved, not sudden rage, slow, deliberate laying stones. Each thought whisper seed envy, aloud grow unchecked. Watched two blood-bond sanctuary soul, turned faces away, quiet weaving threads, falsehood nodding, intent snare-born shadows. Saw neighbor, close guardian boundary choose silent thief, peace nursing jealousy, pulsed every glance. Spoke name not honor, twist shaping stories, never true passing hand, poison disguised bread. Thought safe, wrapped secrecy words, hidden walls, distance, but nothing escapes breath God. Every syllable rose, smoke, curling, throne room, all seen. Stood holy place name, luminous, unsoiled, lifted almighty felt, fire justice stir, voice steady shaking marrow creation, declared insult not stand. Child's honor restored sight, all. Word more sound became living force, burning hands carried world man. Entered chambers malice, gathered strength, pressing weight, heaven air, until comfort grew brittle, laughter faltered, knowing why. Stood between them arrows, crafted, breaking one pierced depth's spirit. Night's heaviness closed, tide suddenly receded, not chance, beloved, shield set over. Turning begun soil beneath plans, shifting roots, schemes loosening words, loosed air circling back sharpness, carried you. Day appointed nearer, dare believe, stand presence, stripped armor, pride eyes, lowered voices, trembling guilt, wait. Seek mercy, one tried diminish, stand not broken crowned. Their side sword lowered reverence, battle honor, one heaven's song, rise over like tide, never again retreat. Beloved, story wound not begin day, first felt sting. Began quiet shadows, moments never saw envy, whispered willing ears, listened truth. Their unseen beginnings, watching slow shaping snare, believed never discovered. To own blood pillars, around began lean each other, not strengthen, conspire. Glances, heavy unspoken agreement, hearts turning bond, should unbreakable. Saw conversations, not words alone, spirit behind. Twisted memories, bent truths, allowed voices, echo jealousy. Neighbor, close guardian, borders life, let discontent root deeply, grew tree bitterness, shading every thought. Learned disguise, envy, behind smiles, polite words, turned away tongues, knives, cutting image pieces, thought others believe. Not know beloved ere faithful creator. Every word spoken, returns mated. Stood courts heavenwards, arrived like smoke, curling light, almighty. Names spoken aloud, carried filth, tried attach, shining wrapped truth eyes. Felt shift things God rose, throne presence, filling heaven's fire, spilling sea declared, will not stand. Child's honor restored, shame return senders. Word became force, living decree, sent messenger defender. Entered unseen places, plans gathered strength, pressing weight, heaven air, until laughter cracked certainty, began tremble. Moments felt unseen, pressure, confusion, heaviness, discouragement, then without reason, lifted. That intercepting blows before reached breaking curses, shaped scattering traps, laid. Never saw face spirits knew something watching, could not name. Ground plans, shifting what built dark breaking, apart hid, beginning surface. Feel slow, tightening, own words, wrapping back chords. When day arrives, come suddenly, stand before defiance voices, stripped pride. Their eyes unable, hold yours hearts, pressed low, knowledge, done. Not stand one, barely holding together, stand one crowned honor, untouched dignity, blazing brighter before. Need no vindication, mouths already sealed hand, almighty long before voices speak. Their beloved side sword, lowered reverence wings, wrapped around triumph. As voices fade, heaven's song rise. Not song moment song, follow all days. Song says, defended, protected, always known. Beloved, currents unseen move slower rivers, yet carve deeper oceans. Watched currents swirl life far too long. Wound gave not strike, single day. Steady drip, intent wearing away sacred. Saw began rooms, light entered conversations, wrapped false intimacy. To own blood loyalty, fortress wall, let hearts open door, jealousy, enter make home. Not slam door shut, welcomed fed, let speak them, until every glance cast carried shadow comparison. Saw eyes, spoke grew sharper, not their voices dropped tone, carries venom delight. Careful, so careful, thinking, unseen, nothing gaze. Almighty neighbor footsteps, no rhythm days, let envy nest. Began look, not gladness, calculation, measuring blessings, own lack, until every joy life became offense. Smiled, met eyes, shadows, mouth became blade, cutting away name, delivering pieces, willing listeners believed, pieces, vanish, dust, wind. But beloved, every word rides breath God carries all things thrown. Stood courts heavenwards arrived, curling smoke around radiance name, watched light truly are burned, every falsehood tried, weave. Almighty rose, heavens trembled, stood voice moved, expanse, great storm, rolling across eternity. Insult, not stand. Child's honor, restored before eyes, mocked bow. Decree, just sound living force, sent bare heart days. Descended very places, plans formed, pressing weight heaven, air until confidence turned unease. Gatherings became restless certainty, once carried began crack. Stood between every arrow, fashioned catching, before strike breaking, never used again. Found snares, hid feet tearing apart, until memory cling. Moments beloved felt heaviness, unseen, sudden shadow not linger, long gone. That stepping path blow prepared, taking force, spirit not falter. Never saw, felt, unshakable wall, intent, spirit. Time hidden ease ending very ground beneath shifting words once spoke freely, circling back, weight, truth denied. Own hearts become restless, quiet night echo actions, not leave. Day come closer, imagine, stand before stripped pride voices, trembling eyes, lowered lips forming words, never thought speak. Please mercy, but beloved not standing bitterness, shadow wrong. Stand fullness, dignity, crowned honor, always yours, sight, God. Vindication, not depend repentance, already sealed hand almighty, long before speak. Stand beside moment's sword, raised battle, lowered reverence, victory already won. Song rise heaven, not fleeting melody, unending anthem, follows all days, declaring every realm defended beloved, never forsaken. Beloved, if this message has stirred your heart, and you feel the fire of heaven's truth burning within you, I invite you to join me in this sacred moment. Like this video to stand in faith with me. Comment Amen to seal this holy promise between your soul and heaven. And subscribe to ensure you never miss another word sent from the throne above. If your spirit moves you to support this divine work, consider giving a super thanks of up to $20 to help carry this message further. Or join our channel membership to become part of our sacred fellowship. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter through the link in the pinned comment to stay woven into this holy circle. Beloved, thank you for letting heaven's light shine through you. I love you with a fierce, eternal love, and I'm standing with you as justice unfolds.